Welcome to our channel. In this video, we are going to talk about top 10 changes in human lifestyles after the introduction of the Internet. So before starting, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for future updates. This video's full title should be 10 Ways the Internet and Smartphones Have Changed the Way We Live, as Humans and Customers, and How Businesses Must Adapt to Improve Customer Experience and Survive the Digital Transformation. We all recognize mobile technology as a game-changer in the development of the world we live in today. The hidden truth, however, is that without the Internet revolution, there would be no smartphone. This revolution has produced us. What happened? The Internet has turned our world on its head. It has revolutionized communications to the point where it is now our preferred mode of communication daily. We use the Internet in almost every aspect of our lives. Ordering pizza, purchasing a television, sharing a moment with a friend, and sending a photo via instant messaging are just a few examples. If you wanted to keep up with the news before the Internet, you had to go down to the newsstand first thing in the morning and buy a local edition reporting on the previous day's events. However, today, a few clicks are all it takes to read your local paper as well as any news source from anywhere in the world, all of which are updated to the minute. The Internet has transformed. It was a static network designed to shuttle a small freight of bytes or a short message between two terminals in its early days, which were still relatively recent from a historical perspective. It was a repository of information where the content was published and maintained only by expert coders. Today, however, enormous amounts of data are uploaded and downloaded over this electronic behemoth, and the content is very much our own, as we are all commentators, publishers, and creators at this point. The Internet expanded its scope in the 1980s and 1990s to include the IT capabilities of universities and research centers, as well as public entities, institutions, and private businesses from around the world. The Internet grew enormously. It was no longer a government-run project, but the world's largest computer network, with over 50,000 sub-networks, 4 million systems, and 70 million users. The rise of social media and other interactive, crowd-based communication tools was fueled by the emergence of Web 2.0 in the first decade of the 21st century, which was itself a revolution in the short history of the Internet. The Internet had evolved from a simple means of exchanging information to a sophisticated multidisciplinary tool that allowed people to create content, communicate with one another, and even escape reality. Today, we can send data from one end of the world to the other in seconds, give online presentations, live in parallel, game worlds, and share our real lives, our genuine identities, using pictures, video, sound, and text. Personal stories are made public, and local issues become international. The rise of the Internet has sparked a discussion about the impact of online communication on social relationships. The Internet liberates us from geographical constraints and brings us together in topic-based communities that aren't bound by geography. Ours is a globalized, networked society that is linked by new technologies. The Internet is the medium through which we communicate with one another, and it brings with it new privacy and security concerns. Information technologies have influenced society fundamentally, propelling it forward from the industrial to the networked era. Global information networks are critical infrastructure in our world, but how has this affected human relations? The Internet has transformed business, education, government, healthcare, and even how we interact with our loved ones. It has become one of the most important drivers of social change. Changes in social communication are especially important. Although analog tools have a place in some industries, new technologies are gaining ground every day, transforming our communication practices and possibilities, especially among the younger generation. The Internet has broken down all barriers to communication. The traditional constraints of space and time vanish online, and a dizzying array of communicative possibilities emerges. The impact of social media apps has sparked debate about the new communication democracy. Instant, mobile communications are largely shaping the development of the Internet today. The mobile Internet represents a new era. Comprehensive Internet connectivity via smartphones and tablets is resulting in a more mobile reality in which we are no longer bound to a single device and everything is stored in the cloud. The Internet has changed our lives in 10 ways. Number 10. Research. Where do you go when you're looking for information about a product or a solution? Of course, there's Google. The Internet has evolved into the primary source of information, with search engines serving as the primary gateway. You have complete knowledge in your pocket thanks to your smartphone. The Internet has it all. education, essays, product comparisons, self-improvement advice, technical details, diets, do-it-yourself projects, and lolcats. If you are a brand, you must be present with relevant content. Number 9. Communication. Do you still remember phone calls and letters? We've seen a dynamic change in how we interact with other people and businesses. Chat rooms and forums were first, followed by social networks and online communities, especially after the widespread use of cell phones. Although face-to-face contact is still crucial, we are increasingly relying on large groups of strangers to make decisions about what to do and buy. Communication in the mobile era is all about forming networks. Number 8. Shopping. Because of the success of Amazon, eBay, and other online marketplaces, going to a physical store to make a purchase is no longer necessary. Shopping for a specific item appears to be a multi-channel experience. You can see a product in the store, research it online, compare pricing from different retailers, make the buy-in app, and pick it up at the store. When the retail business is disrupted, the retail customer experience is always renovated. Number 7. Travels. The concept of discovery was once the essence of travel. Is it still there? Today, you may learn everything there is to know about a location even before you leave your house. And planning has never been so simple or inexpensive. Websites provide information, smartphone apps provide real-time discounts and deals, and virtual reality provides a complete 3D experience. Even when you're there, mobile technology is at your disposal. Uber for low-cost transports, Airbnb for low-cost lodging, Google Maps for directions, and TripAdvisor for gourmet eateries. Who needs a travel agency these days? Number 6. Entertainment. Remember having to go to the video store to rent a VHS, praying that the movie you wanted wasn't already rented? That was the case in the past. Everything you need is in one place on the internet, and you rarely need something physical, such as a DVD, to enjoy it. With the introduction of smart TVs and the next generation of game consoles, all you need is a connection, whether it's for movie streaming, Netflix, music streaming, Spotify, sports viewing, or personalized on-demand content. Number 5. Services. Financial. People used to have to go to the bank to examine their most basic financial transactions. That was before the advent of online banking and the disintermediation of the financial system. Before retail banking was Uberized. Traditional institutions have been obliged to face the challenge of evolution, transforming generic accounts into actual human beings, as a result of technological advancements. They must now shift their attention away from products and money and toward the retail banking customer experience. In the name of personalization and innovation, mobile wallets, one-touch payments. Number 4. Relationships. It is not necessary to know someone to love them. You are not under any obligation to pay all of your cards in a few minutes while waiting for the bus. By just downloading an app and filling out a profile, you can now discover the love of your life, or at the very least make new acquaintances. There is a space for you online, whether you are dating or creating professional contacts. This shift has ramifications for businesses. Consumers now rely on a broader circle of trust, including people they barely know who can sway their decisions in one way or another. Number 3. Healthcare. Everyone is a doctor in the internet age. While you should not believe everything you read on the internet, it is indisputable that technology has altered the medical experience and the interaction between doctors and patients. On the one hand, there is the risk of misinformation. On the other, there is a growing realization that mobile devices can improve one's quality of life and aid in disease prevention. Wearable technology is at the heart of the self-tracking craze, and when combined with health platforms, such as Apple's HealthKit, it will determine the future of healthcare. Number 2. Marketing. When we change the way we communicate, marketing strategies evolve as well. If you try to apply old marketing concepts to today's reality, you'll quickly realize that they're out of date and ineffective. The answer is simple. Customers have evolved, as has their purchasing habits. They use the internet to compare things even when they are in the store. The necessity, for businesses, to engage customers with context-aware material and please them with relevant and personalized experiences is the driving force behind proximity marketing success. Number 1. Employment. Is it really necessary to work for 8 hours a day to be productive? This question would have made no sense 20 years ago. Of course, you were required to attend. Things are different now, and it all revolves around the internet. The proliferation of cloud services and the evolution of web-based solutions have rendered physical co-presence obsolete. We live and work in a constantly connected ecosystem, which is forcing companies and governments to modify their mindsets in the name of flexibility. To improve the quality of life while also reducing inefficiency. It's now your turn. Tell us about how the internet has influenced the way you live and work. So that's it for today. What do you think of our video? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video and would like to hear more from us, please subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications before you go. Thank you so much for watching us.